All right, today on a nosebleed perspective, we're going to dive deep into a little bit of quarterback talk. So, in next year's draft, there's three quarterbacks that possibly could go very high in the draft. We have Sunshine out of Clemson, obviously, probably the clear cut. It almost doesn't even matter what he does this year. We'll see. Number one pick, the guy out of Ohio State, Justin Fields, and then there's a dude out of North Dakota State who threw for 42 touchdowns, 0 interceptions last year, Trey Lance. No one's really talking about him, but it'll be interesting to see how this season goes for him and how his possible pro career can unfold in the future. So I kind of want to talk about Dak Prescott a little bit. So we all know that he turned down a franchise tag worth $31 million. There's been a little conflicting reports. Apparently they're maybe false. They may be false, saying he wanted $45 million as like a ceiling for his last year on a 5-year deal. But we're going to kind of ignore that because we don't know if that's true or not. But we do know he turned down a franchise tag, which is worth $31 million. So I kind of made a list of quarterbacks outside of the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks. So I'm going to exclude Patrick Mahomes, obviously, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, and Aaron Rodgers. But other than that, I have the next top 15-ish quarterbacks that I want to kind of, talk about with you guys. And I'm going to list them out, and you tell me if you would rather have Dak Prescott going forward or whatever quarterback I list. Just for this 2020 season, who's the better quarterback? We're not going to talk about money. We're just going to say who right now would you rather have on the field for this team. So we'll start off in his division. Carson Wentz. What do you guys think about him? Do you think Dak Prescott better, worse? What do you think?
So this one's pretty tough for me. The best ability, of course, is availability, and Carson Wentz hasn't been available. So that's kind of tough. But if we're talking 1 year, I'm trying to win this year, and I need my team to get there. I think I'm going to go Wentz. I think he's got the ability to really lead a team. Dak is what Dak is, and, he's going to do what he does. But I think Wentz has the higher upside.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement as well. When Wentz is healthy, he can be a good quarterback. So, and he's proven that. He brought this team, he brought the Eagles team far in his career so far. So yeah, nope, Wentz is the better quarterback.
Yeah, I think Wentz is definitely the better quarterback, but his availability, like you said, has not been there. So, and Dak has been there. I mean, granted, he's won one playoff game, I think. Yeah, he won a wild card game 2 years ago. But you got to go with Wentz on this one. It's just, I don't know. To me, it's just a no-brainer. But it is tough, though, because just the whole injury aspect in it. So, all right, we'll go to Ryan Tannehill. I know it's kind of tough. You really don't know what you're going to get because we've seen a lot of different things from Ryan Tannehill. But so for me, I think that he is better than Ryan Tannehill. I'd rather have Dak Prescott on my team.
Yeah, I agree. Ryan Tannehill, I mean, they're both kind of in the same situation, though. They have great offensive lines, great running games, and all they had to do was not lose games.
Yep.
So it's kind of hard, but with the amount of play and everything, I'd probably take Dak. But I think in the long run, it would come down to money. I know it's not the thing we're talking about, but yeah, it's close, but I would go Dak.
Yeah, no, I'm Dak as well on this one. Ryan, he's good at handing the ball off. He doesn't have much of an arm. So going with Dak.
This was close for me. I like Ryan. I'm a Tannehill guy.
Yeah, you are.
So this was close, but I think Dak is. I think he's better than him a little bit. All right. So what about Derek Carr? I mean,
that's close. I'm probably going Dak. I mean, I know Derek Carr's been put through the work, though, man. So it's kind of hard to see, what he's done and everything. Having to go through all these different offensive coordinators, all these different head coaches and everything. Maybe it's just my Raiders bias coming through, but I guess I'm going Dak.
You think Derek Carr holds on to the starting job all year?
This year, I mean, they brought in Mariota for a reason, so I don't know. I mean, he's on a short leash, very short leash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling the same way. I'm taking Dak over Carr, And yeah, either Mariota's there to take that starting job or Mariota's there to light a fire under Derek Carr. And I think that the season's going to end with Mariota in that driver's seat, which makes Dak Prescott better than Derek Carr.
Yep, I agree. So, all right, what about your all's Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield?
Yeah, if I'm going 1 year, I want Baker, I guess.
I want Baker too.
Oh, you
I want
guys
Baker as well. No.
Higher upside.
Is that a
Baker,
higher upside?
Baker can do the damn thing. He can do it.
When have you seen him do it? When have you seen him do it?
He can do it. He can do it.
Yeah, he can.
He can.
He's had good games under his belt.
He can do it.
So is
He didn't lose. He didn't lose to a high school. He didn't lose to a high school team in Philadelphia week 16.
Yeah.
So I'm not slamming him for that.
Baker can do it.
I'm going with Baker Mayfield. I mean,
Oh,
sorry, you guys kept saying his name.
We knew.
I mean, just come on, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Get the fuck out of here. All right. No chance. I think Mayfield's reached his potential. He's not going to get a lot better. So.
Oh God.
All right, so we'll go to Buffalo.
Ooh.
And Josh Allen. I feel like this one's kind of hard because you don't know. I mean, all right, so we're talking about this year.
Yep,
This year.
1 year.
Because I think we can all agree that Josh Allen has a hella upside. I think he has a lot of potential, but I think I'm going Dak Prescott over Josh Allen this year.
Well, I guess too with this, we have to think as well. Are we taking them? So are we implanting Josh Allen with the wide receivers on the Cowboys, or are we implanting Dak Prescott with the wide receivers on the Bills?
Well, I'd say the receiving core is pretty equal right now, honestly. I mean, you got Stephon Diggs, John Brown, Cole Beasley, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and
okay, I guess.
I mean, I feel like they're pretty equal. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay, I'm taking Josh Allen. I'm taking Josh Allen. Yeah.
That arm strength is too big. It's too big. If you have an opportunity to get Josh Allen and coach him up and get the right guy with him, I would love to have Josh Allen. Because
the man's got wheels.
For the record, 5 years from now, I'm taking Josh Allen. But right now, going in, I think that's so that's just
easy debate.
Josh
5 years
Allen's
from now.
got wheels.
This year it's a little tougher, but Josh Allen, his arm talent. There's no way you pass that up.
No.
Okay, so we'll go to Tom Brady, the GOAT.
I'm going with Tom.
This year, 1 year.
I'm going with Tom Brady. No matter what, no matter if he can't throw the ball 40 yards, it doesn't matter. The leadership that Tom Brady brings to a team is more important than the ability to throw the ball a long distance. Leadership goes so much further than people see.
Yep.
So I think that Tom Brady absolutely, no doubt about it. I'm paying Tom Brady. I'm starting Tom Brady before I put Dak Prescott in the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, you think about as soon as Tom Brady walks into the facilities as a Buccaneer, everything changes for everybody on that team.
Every player's snapping together. You're right. Yeah.
Okay, I figured that would be one-sided, but I just had to ask because you guys aren't Buccaneers fans this year, so
We're not.
All right, so we're all in agreement there. We'd rather have Tom Brady than Dak Prescott, All right, so we'll go to the Falcons. Matt Ryan. This year, who would you rather have, Dak Prescott or Matt Ryan?
Matty Ice, baby. Matty Ice for sure. Matty Ice. 1 year, one last little push, Matty Ice for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Matt Ryan. Yeah. I mean, he has that nickname for a reason. What's Dak's nickname? He doesn't have one. Matty Ice.
Daffy Dak.
Doc.
I'm going Dak on this one, but it's me.
Oh, wow. All right.
But I'm kind of, playing to
Is that
see
more
right
of
that?
Is that more of you believe in Dak more or you disbelieve in Matty Ice?
I think a little of both, honestly, because
Okay. So it's
I don't know.
close?
It is it's very close. But I did these before we started recording. I'm asking them off the top of their heads, and I have my predictions. I kind of wrote them down and thought about them before, just for the viewers. But yeah, I just think the mobility right now is kind of what you need to have. So, and Matt Ryan does not. So that's just me.
Do you think Matty Ice is a top 10 quarterback? Don't mean to put you on the spot. Close?
It's close. I would say 8 to 12 range.
Okay.
But I'd have to look at a list. But
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think so though. I think he falls a little after 10. I'm not saying he's outside 15 or 20, but I think he's not a top 10.
Top half. Okay.
Yeah. But we'll see. I think this year is going to tell a lot with him, honestly. So
yeah,
we'll see.
True.
All right. So this one might be an easy one. Matt Stafford.
Healthy Matt Stafford every day.
Yeah.
Twice on Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
3 times on Sunday.
Yeah. He is a battle-hardened veteran. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when we go down in history, not a lot of people will say his name, but we are here. We are here to boost up Matthew Stafford. We are big believers. We love the dude. So,
one day when I just have when I have $80 that I literally couldn't care less about, I'll order a Matt Stafford jersey. But
I think we all should. We should have a Matthew Stafford episode.
We should have a Matthew Stafford day.
Yeah.
If this guy was born 5 or 10 years later, I hate to say this, but he could be a Mahomes. He has that ability.
Great
he does. He was just
if he goes to the right team, literally,
right.
If he just goes to the right team,
he's the next Tom Brady.
He's got 4 rings. Yeah, he's got 4 rings minimum.
He's a beast, man. He's
talent-wise,
he's awesome.
Big Matt Stafford guys.
Yeah.
All right. So I figured that one would be easy. Anyway, so this one to me is the closest one.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins. I'll let you guys think about it. I'll answer first.
Okay.
So I think I would rather have Dak in this. It's so hard, but I feel like they're very, very similar. Kirk can kind of get out of the pocket, scramble a tiny bit, maybe not as much as Dak. They've put up big numbers in the past, but they haven't won big games in the past. So I feel like they're very similar, but I'm going to take Dak in this situation. But that one was the closest one for me. So
Dak. Yeah, I don't think it's close.
What?
I don't
really.
I don't believe in Kirk Cousins.
Primetime Kirk.
Primetime Kirk. You like that Kirk? Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Kirk. Don't care. Not a believer. Dak. Mobility. Dak's mobility. I mean, yeah, Dak.
Okay.
I am on the Kirk Cousins train. Kirk Cousins over Dak. I'm taking him. He just. If we were doing a Madden fantasy draft right now, and I had to choose between Kirk Cousins and Dak Prescott, I would take Kirk.
Really? Even in Madden?
Yeah, even in Madden, man. Because
chance.
Yeah. In Madden, in fantasy football, in real life, I'm taking Kirk. The dude is just okay. He's had some bad Sunday nights and Monday nights. Sure.
And Sunday.
But he is resilient. and Sundays. He's just resilient, man. And he's not I don't know. This year we're gonna see the real Kirk Cousins, and we're gonna not. This is the year that Kirk Cousins comes out of this shit.
We did have him. We did have him winning the NFC North. So
no,
exactly.
Some people did. 2 of them did.
The majority of the nosebleed crew had them winning the NFC North.
Yeah, I've got the Minnesota doing better than Dallas. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. All right, so we'll go to. I love this one. Ben Roethlisberger.
This year.
Come 2020.
Dak. Not even close. I'm not risking that. If I'm trying to build a team to win right now, I'm not risking old.
We're not. Well, this isn't about building a team. This isn't about.
I know. If I'm trying to win right now, this year, I'm putting Dak above Ben. Oh my God! He's just coming off Tommy John.
Ready. He's ready. He had a lot of time.
He's
old as fuck.
He posted one video and he's ready.
He doesn't give a shit. This dude is. There's a video of him sitting by a Weber grill, drinking out of a keg. Like this guy's not Tom Brady.
That's why he's my guy. You don't understand.
Yeah, like he's a nosebleed guy, but he's not. He doesn't give a shit.
Big Ben's the type of dude that he can put up Jameis Winston numbers and still be a starter because he's Big Ben. He can throw 30 interceptions, and it's just like, you know what? Well, it's Big Ben. I'm pretty sure he's probably thrown 20. Yeah.
Easily,
Like, oh, God. Yeah.
These defensive linemen are going to just fall over when they try to tackle this dude. It's not going to.
So Jared Goff, let's say Jared Goff gets corona, and Big Ben and Dak are free agents. You would rather have Big Ben on that team?
For this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Big Ben, man.
Oh,
it's my guy.
God. You're a big risk taker.
I didn't like that situation you just gave me, but I had to stick to my word.
I'm sorry. Knock on wood.
No, it's okay. You know, we'll get to Goff here in a second. All right, so Drew Brees this year. Brees, yeah. Okay, so we'll go on to the next one. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy.
I'm taking Dak.
Jimmy G's battle tested, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy G's won the big game. He's been to a Super Bowl. Game. He didn't win the game, but he's won
his running backs
bigger games than Dak.
Yeah, he has true fact.
Well, hold on. Didn't Jimmy throw like 400 yards in the divisional playoff game?
No. No, there's no chance that against the Saints. Against the Saints. He had a good game.
Against the Saints, he had a great game against the Saints.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I don't know. I think he's a good quarterback, Garoppolo, but I'm not sold on him. Like I'm just not. So it's just me.
All right. Yeah.
But all right. So now we'll go to Jared Goff. I'm taking Dak Prescott over Jared Goff, man. We'll get to Goff a little more later, probably when we get to the hot seat discussion. So.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta go Dak.
I mean, it's not that Jared Goff's a bad quarterback.
Right. It's just
yeah.
Nothing wrong with being 18th in the league.
Yeah. All I can think about with this situation is fantasy football, and I would absolutely, I would draft Joe Flacco, the Jets' backup quarterback.
Breaking news, nosebleed.
Yeah, before I draft Jared Goff in fantasy football ever again.
Well, Dak is a great fantasy quarterback, too.
Yeah, Jared Goff is not. So, Dak Prescott.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. All right. Phil Rivers.
Dak.
Phil.
Ooh, Phil? What?
I'm going Phil. The man might be borderline blind. But I'm going with Phil.
You're taking the blind guy over there.
Because that man, okay, hold on, let's just think about it.
All right.
The Chargers lost, 8 games last season by less than a touchdown?
Yeah, it sounds like
some crazy stat like that.
Not entirely sure you're right, but it sounds right.
I believe you. Yeah, it was very close to that. I know because I had Phil Rivers in another fantasy league, and every single week I was just like, "Oh, you blind son of a bitch! Why did you just throw that pick?" He was very much like a Jameis Winston case last season, except that the Colts still saw faith in Phil Rivers. That's why he's the starting quarterback this year. I am going with Phillip Rivers because I think that, 1, his leadership capital, and then 2, his ability to ball the fuck out. He's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott.
I feel like Phillip Rivers is Dak Prescott. He's had everything handed to him. He's had a running game. He's had a check down. He's had wide receivers. He's had everything. So I'm taking the younger version of Dak with Dak.
Yeah, this one was close for me, honestly. Like, I think that just because of the situation Rivers is in right now, I feel like he can – if he had to go to one team, this was the best fit for Phillip Rivers, I think, because –
after the draft.
Yeah, especially after the draft. I mean, their O-line, their defense is they got some great players on defense. So, but I'm still going to go with Dak on this one.
Yeah.
And then we'll end on fan favorite of the nosebleeds.
Kyler
Murray.
Yeah, taking Kyler.
Yeah, I got to take Kyler.
That little speedy 5'9" dude. Yeah.
The baseball baller.
Yeah.
I think he definitely takes that next step. He's a guy next year. He's a guy. I'm not going to say he's the guy. Well, like the league's guy. Like, the past
But we
year.
love
Lamar,
him.
But yeah, come on. I mean, this guy.
They're gonna make a
You
sophomore.
gotta root for
They're
him.
gonna sophomore of the year, Kyler Murray.
I mean, you look at Kyler Murray, and he's just a guy. You're like, man, I hope that guy plays for 15, 16 years.
Right.
Has great.
He's
career.
fun to watch,
him
man.
Succeed. Yeah.
So,
Cheech,
Okay.
if the Cardinals do win all the games that you say and they make the playoffs, are you buying a Kyler Murray jersey?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
If they win 11 games, I will buy a Kyler Murray jersey.
Oh, let's go.
I will.
Yeah. I wouldn't even think twice. I won't even think twice about it. I'm not going to change those stakes because I don't want to necessarily own a Cardinals jersey. But
Right.
11 games to 10 games. If they win 10 games, I'm wearing a Kyler Murray jersey.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
yeah, because then you win the bet, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, well, so that was us comparing Dak Prescott to pretty much all the quarterbacks that are anywhere near his realm. Besides,
You didn't say Sam Darnold.
Yeah, that's pretty disrespectful.
Okay, Sam Darnold. I'm taking Dak.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we left out Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, just because we all definitely, before I even asked them, they're just better quarterbacks. Okay, so keep it on quarterbacks right now. We're going to kind of go through a few quarterbacks that are on the hot seat this year. Like, they need to produce this year or their job is definitely at risk or they're gone. So I'll go ahead and start off. I have a few, but I'll just name three. So I'm going to go with, I feel like an obvious one is Dwayne Haskins. Like, I feel like we can all agree on that. This guy, here's a guy who came in, he played, he won, one game? I don't know. But I just feel like the Nosebleed Perspective crew is not sold on this guy whatsoever. So we'll see what he does. So another one, Jared Goff. I'm going to say this because I'm the Rams fan here.
Oh.
I think he's on the hot seat. I don't care what his contract says. If he comes out this year, and he doesn't, like, I'm not saying he has to be great. He does not need to be great, but he has to produce. He has to get some wins. I mean, it's not like he hasn't won under Sean McVay. So, but I do think he has a little fire lit under his ass in his third year. So that's mine. And then,
Yeah, because the Rams have proven that they're willing to cut people no matter what their contract is.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we can take those penalties. I mean, we can't, but,
But they are. They will. They
will. We got lawsuits against us right now. So I feel like they can maybe kind of look for a quarterback if he comes out and he's just like not the guy. If he comes out and he can't, I think he's a really good, he can long range thrower. I think he can throw the ball down the field good. I think he's a really good quarterback, but I think there's some sort of – he's not my top three guys, but I'll leave those for you all because there's other people who are definitely more on the hot seat, but I wanted to bring that up as a Rams fan. And then I'll go with I feel like Matt Ryan. I think he has to produce this year. Like, he has to do something. He has to show that he can be that guy. I'm not saying he has to win 12 games, but he has to show that he can be the guy this year, at least for another couple of years. So those are my three.
Yeah, I agree with you on Matt Ryan. Not even out of the aspect of like what he can do, but if the team's not doing good, like, why keep paying this quarterback so much money? Like, move on, get to the rebuild, and move on with that. So even if the team as a whole is doing bad, maybe because they have an opt out after this year to get rid of Matt Ryan and move on. So with all these quarterbacks coming out of this draft, and maybe we even have another Joe Burrow come in that no one even knows about. So if there's 3 or 4 guys in this draft that are awesome, then move on. Cheech, you want to go next? Or you want me to take it?
No, you can go on. Yeah.
There's an obvious one too. So
Right. So for me, we've talked about it, but I think Drew Lock is on the hot seat, and not that there's pressure on him. Not that there's pressure on him, but if he doesn't produce, like, they drafted all these wide receivers. They said, hey, this is the team. They built up the O-line. They've done everything. Noah Fant, they get another tight end in the draft. They get all these wide receivers. They get Melvin Gordon, which maybe, the rest of my nosebleed brothers aren't a big fan of, but I like Melvin Gordon a lot.
I like him. I'm not a fan. I just had Eckler on my fantasy team last year on like 3 teams, so I needed him.
So I feel like if he doesn't win and doesn't produce, then maybe they move on from him because he was a late round first pick. So that's a cheap contract to say, see ya. If I'm able to get one of these 3 guys, then I'm taking them for sure. You know, a lot of people are high on the Broncos. You know, we'll get to later episodes to see where I stand on them. And then after that, I think it's Big Ben. He's old. He's expensive. You know, we know old Ducky Quack Quack isn't the guy. We saw that last year. But, you know, Big Ben's not the guy. So if he's not able to produce, then, you know, deuces. And then my last one, there's 2 teams that kind of playing it, but I'll go with the Pats. Whoever plays quarterback at the Pats is always going to be on the hot seat just because of what, you know, Tom Brady and the legacy and everything that he was able to do. But, yeah, whoever plays for the Pats, if they're able to get one of them 3 guys, watch out NFL because
do you think they
a rookie contract next year with any of them 3 guys is going to be freaking tough with $100 million in cap space next year. Over half their cap is open.
Jesus. Do you think that the Pats actually stick with Stidham? Like come week 1, do you think he's their guy?
I think that the Pats are a team that we'll never know anything about, so kind of given up. I mean, Belichick is never. He's going to say it's an open competition. We're going to do what we do. We believe in all 7 quarterbacks that we have on the team, but we're just never going to know. So I'm just going to wait till week 1.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like they could absolutely go with Brian Hoyer and be like, "Hey, you have the most experience on this team. We don't expect to be good this year, so just do what you do. Throw 17 touchdowns and 21 interceptions, and that's all right." But to answer your question, I have to start off with whoever the Bears quarterback is. Doesn't matter if it's Mitch or if it's Big Dick Nick. Doesn't matter. Whoever the Bears quarterback is, they need to prove themselves this year or they're being replaced. End of story. Besides that, Derek Carr, that's an obvious one. He's got a solid backup behind him right now with Marcus Mariota. He's well proven, I think. I do think he caught like a bit of a bad rep over in Tennessee. He got replaced by Tannehill, who went from a terrible Miami team to a playoff Tennessee team. I don't know. Handed off the ball well, I guess better than Marcus.
Had the best QBR in the league, I think, second half of the season. So
he did something. He did something there. He did something right. But Derek Carr, he definitely needs to get his life in line. Otherwise, he'll be unemployed.
Yeah, because his big contract that he signed at the time that he signed, it's coming to an end, right? I feel like it's at least.
They have an opt-out with him as well.
Okay, so that's definitely a big one. So how the fuck are we not going to bring up Baker Mayfield?
Well,
because hold on. Because they're not going to start Case Keenum over him.
Which they shouldn't.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Like
agree to disagree.
Okay, so Baker Mayfield may not have proven himself yet. But you got to give the man some time. Like, look, Derek Carr's been in the league longer than Baker Mayfield has, and we're still talking about him having time to figure out what the fuck he's doing.
Well, Derek Carr proved himself his first couple of years, though. That's why they signed him to that big contract. But then he kind of hit the climax and is like slowly on the down. And then Baker Mayfield's just kind of been like, you know, he came in week 6 or something, won some games. Cleveland, they won 3 games because they've been so fucking bad in the past. And then last year was a shit show with all that talent. We've talked about this. I don't need to go into it.
Yeah. He needs to. Yeah, you're right. He needs to. He needs to win a few. They're gonna win though. Like the Browns are gonna do it this season.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on the hot seat, but he's gonna cool it down fast.
Yeah, like it's
So we agree, but if he's on the hot seat,
he's on the hot seat.
I don't think he's on the hot seat because there's no question that he's just going to do it this year.
Okay.
Like, they're not worried. They're not worried about, hey, we might need to replace Baker if he doesn't produce this year. Like, they're not having those conversations because he's going to produce.
I think they're keeping all that cap space for Cam.
That'd be a great addition.
I think they're keeping that. I think they're keeping that cap space.
No. I heard you.
Oh. That's just my thought. And then the last team that we haven't mentioned real quick, so we don't, because we'll kill each other over this argument. the Colts next year. They're going to need a quarterback.
Yeah, well,
no matter what.
They have to be. Even if Phillip Rivers goes, 12-4,
he's not.
I think we.
Was he 36?
I'm just saying they have to look for a quarterback. They thought Brissett was the guy, but didn't really pan out that well.
38.
So, but I feel like they're going to win some games this year, which is going to make it tough for them to get one of those top quarterbacks. So we'll see where they land. What did he sign, a 2-year or a 1-year?
It was the same as everyone else, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I thought all 3 veterans signed the same. In my mind, all 3 veterans signed the same contract.
It was like 25.
Maybe not fully guaranteed, but
it was 25.
I know he was 25 mil, but I'm pretty sure.
Breeze, Rivers, and Brady, all 3 signed $25 million a year, but I don't remember if it was 1 year or 2 year. But regardless, 1 year. Okay, so I mean they got to be looking. One. Yeah, it's gonna be tough though. I mean they got some players to sign over the next couple of years too. So.
They had Chad Kelly, though. He was an Ole Miss stud.
Big facts, Cheech.
It's true, so I don't know. I feel like Mayfield is number 1 on that list. I didn't bring him up originally because I was hoping, even though you guys are big Baker guys, I was hoping you all would bring him up. But I feel like he's the guy who is on the hot seat. He's going into his 3rd year. Yeah. He's the number 1
I'd say
pick.
He's probably number 1.
Yeah, I mean.
No, because Johnny Football was on the hot seat.
No, he wasn't.
Baker is not there yet.
Baker is a number 1 pick.
Yes.
I mean.
I get that. But
they can drop his contract after next year and just kind of skittle-loot. So, I don't know.
He'll just go on and start in Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, he'll be a backup, career backup. So would you rather take Dak Prescott or Baker Mayfield going into next year?
We said Baker.
Yeah. You asked us that.
I just kind of want to put that out there again because there's no chance I'm taking Baker. No way.
Hopefully the Jets can do a 1-for-1. Baker Mayfield for Sam Darnold. I'll take him.
Do you think that Dak is on the hot seat if he signs his franchise?
Yeah, so that's another one I was kind of thinking about because himself, the man, Daffy Dak himself. It depends on obviously if they sign a contract with him, he could go out and throw 45 interceptions this year. Like they're stuck with him because the money he wants, they're locked in. It's kind of like the Jared Goff thing,
Yeah.
So. But didn't he restructure? Yeah.
What?
I thought Goff restructured. Yeah,
he did. So, but
he knew he wasn't worth that.
If he's franchise tagged this year, Dak, that is, then he definitely is on the hot seat because of the amount of money that he wants.
They should go ahead and start Andy Dalton day 1. What? See how the Cowboys do with Andy Dalton, and
I feel like they'll win some games.
Yeah, exactly. If they do well. Then they just saved 35. They say, what's I don't know what Dalton's contract was. I feel like it was like 8 mil.
I think it was like 7.
So, so we'll say Dak ends up taking 38 and Andy took 8. You save 30 mil by playing Andy Dalton.
You build a good team around that.
Yeah.
You can get Clowney and Logan Ryan.
These are things that Jerry Jones is sitting on his yacht thinking about.
Oh,
Jamal Adams. He's sitting there. He could be traded.
Stop. The Jets need him.
I think the Panthers could get him.
Yeah, well, I mean, they took Robbie Anderson. They can take Jamal Adams.
I don't know.
Anybody can take a star from the Jets. Andy Gase hates stars. Adam Gase hates stars.
Well, that was our quarterback talk. We kind of just pretty much put Dak Prescott on the hot seat today and just compared every single quarterback to him and let everyone know if he was worthless or not worthless. So that was interesting.
Roast of Dak Prescott. That's what the
it was it depends on how you look on it. Was it a roast or was it a compliment?
I was actually surprised by you guys by how many times y'all picked Dak. So I'm proud of the nosebleeds.
I picked Dak a lot.
He's not an awful quarterback.
He's top half for sure.
Yeah, so I have him through the 8 through 12 range throughout the NFL. I think if you had to rank quarterbacks 8 through 12, I'm not exactly sure, But I think Brady's better than this year. Matthew Stafford, Drew Brees, Kyler Murray, and Ben Roethlisberger, which is my take. Hey, I cannot wait till we get to the AFC North because
me too. Next week, fellas.
It's going to be great.
It's
anyway,
gonna be awesome.
Well, this has been our quarterback talk. Tune in next week. We'll go to the AFC and break down that AFC North, and I'm excited for it. So thanks for tuning in. Y'all take it easy.